didn't play all this years, bro, and I had nothing to show for it. The apartment's gone, the car's gone. I had got another car, that's gone. After 9 years, I could just look up and say, I don't got nothing to show for it.
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Welcome back to another edition of the Arnold's Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, Arnold Lewis. I help athletes prepare mentally for a life of overseas basketball. If this is your first time tuning in to this show, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get straight into it. Hey man, I'm in Argentina again. I am in Argentina again playing basketball for a very, very prestigious club, Quimsa. Quimsa is very big time. Like, they're one of the best of the teams in Argentina. I think last year they won this very huge tournament called the BCLA Americas. They won that. My boy Brandon, y'all know Brandon, we had an interview. If y'all haven't watched the interview with Brandon, it's like episode 100 something. Just go back a few episodes, 10 episodes. You're gonna see that I did another episode with Brandon Robinson. He talked about how he won the championship over there for the BCL Americas. And this is it's like a group. They get like 4 teams or something, like the best teams in all the countries in South America, from Colombia, Puerto Rico, Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina. Everybody, they all have these teams, and they come together and they put this big tournament. And this team won that tournament. This is like the second time in 5 years they won a tournament. Brandon won MVP of both of those tournaments. So he is really out here doing his thing, killing. This really is one of his, this is his home. He dominated, forever stamped himself in Argentina. He's like the all-time leading scorer here at this club. He's like forever goated here. So, want to show respects and give him his flowers, because that's our homeboy, Brandon Robinson. That's it. If you don't know, go know. Real deal. He playing right now in Uruguay in Penarol, but real deal. You talking about killer on the court, real deal. But that's my boy, and he did his thing here, and now I'm on the team. We've been talking to the team for I don't know how long. He's been trying to get me for the last 3 or 4 years. He's been trying to get me on his team. But the way their team was set up, they had, I'm telling you, once it started going up, it started getting political. They go off for names. They go off of, it's like sometimes they try to put you in a situation where you gotta be perfect. You gotta be perfect to say that you belong on this level of basketball with us, and you pretty much gotta do it's kind of like they give off that nature when you first kind of get here. It's like, bro, we out here playing basketball. Ain't nobody out here perfect. We all out here hooping. We all gonna float. We all gonna rock. That's how it's gonna be. But sometimes you gotta understand, when you go into these bigger teams and stuff like that, sometimes they be trying to they really will try to put you in a box and try to make it seem like your margin of error is got to be very, very low. You dang near got to come in perfect. You got to make all your shots. You got to play perfect defense. That ain't basketball. You get a group of guys, a group of men, you put them together, you let them flow, you let them figure each other out. You get in a rhythm and you build a good team. That's the name of good basketball. That's the chemistry. That's the mix. You get some guys together. You keep them together long enough. You try to put the right pieces together, and it's going to formulate into something beautiful. You give it time. You nurture it. You keep guys together. You let them go through their ups and downs. You believe in the ones that need to be believed in at that current moment to make the team stronger, because it be the bonds that certain players have with certain players that keeps a group together, and that's what achieves success. When you look at it in Golden State, they was able to build a dynasty. Why? Because they was together for a long time. The core group was together for a long time. Look at the Spurs core group for a long time. Like these are just some examples of one person, or like when a team sticks together. The Bulls, they had a core group of people that stuck for each three-peat. They had to stick together. Jordan stayed with the Bulls for 7 years before he won. Giannis been with the Bucks 7-8 years before he won, but he stayed there, you know. So that's just sound like some of the things that you got to look out for when you just come on this level. But I am really excited to be on this team and be in this journey. Like, it's a new step, it's a new journey, it's a new chance for me to prove myself. And I was just thinking today how much more I got to just like lock in, like really take advantage of everything that's right in front of me, as far as, you know, being on this stage and being able to show what I can do and what I'm capable of, because it's been a while, or I wouldn't say I haven't had the opportunity that I've been looking for, but this is definitely, if any opportunity that I've been looking for to prove myself, this is it. And I don't even like to think of it like that as far as proving myself, because I'm already proven in my own eyes by the work that I put in every single day. Because if you start letting other people dictate what you should be proven by, of the type of player you believe you should be, then you start looking at yourself through other people's eyes. And I refuse to look at myself through any other person's eyes other than my own, and through my Creator's eyes and how He sees me. None of the other stuff matters. None of it matters what somebody else thinks about you, what they believe you should be doing, what they believe your game should be, or what it is, like what it should max out to, or what you're capable of. You go out, chop wood, carry water, just basically just put the work in, and you just leave, and just be excited and glad about that. And everything, whatever comes from that, comes from that. If you're able to make it to whatever level of basketball you're able to make it to, just be grateful for that, your work allowing you that. Because some people don't even get that. So you got to think of it in your own journey. It's like, when you just start breaking down the percentages of how many people actually play professional basketball, how many people actually make this a living and a career, how many people actually get something good out of it for the time that they're being here, like in the career, you don't really, you just got to be grateful for where you're at. Because it's not guaranteed. You're not supposed to be able to just live this life. It's not for everybody. You're not guaranteed this life to be a pro basketball player for 10 years, 11 years. You just wake up and you be grateful that, man, I made it this far, even though it don't seem like, once you get this far, you just be like, man, I'm really 11 years in the game and I'm still playing. Like, what my life looked like. You start really being like, what am I doing? Am I doing what I said I should be doing? And am I taking care of the things that I need to be taken care of at this point? Because you start, like, I'm on the other side. I'm already 11 years in. So I'm thinking about, what is the next step? You know, I feel great, amazing. I feel, honestly, I can go for about another 7. Honestly, 42. If it's in the right place and the money's right, and the way I'm feeling right now, the way I just take care of my body, I just don't see myself retiring no time soon. But I do understand that, okay, that's what I can look forward to. But right now, I have to take care of right now. Because right now, take care of 6-7 years down the road.
Are you interested in playing overseas basketball one day? I wish someone would have told me 1 year after college I would receive my first pro gig. I wish someone would have told me that having an agent does not guarantee that you will get hired. I wish someone would have told me being cut from a team, because after 10 years in this game, everyone gets cut from a team. Now, after traveling from over 17 different countries and winning up to 7 championships in my pro career, I've put together the 6 most important traits any player needs before starting their career. So go ahead and grab that ebook and get all the information you need today to start your career. Now you can't say no one didn't let you know. So go ahead, grab that ebook and get started so you can become the pro one day. Let's go.
That's what takes care of 6-7 years down the road. What I do now, what I eat now, how I take care of my body, all these things that just kind of happens to give you that longevity. I was having a conversation with someone recently, and I was telling them just about my book, and I'm thinking about how I got to the point of even writing the book, and the situations that happen throughout my life that even allow me to get to this point right now. To even get to the point where I can still be playing on the high stage. I remember it was 2021. 2021, I believe. No, it was 2019. 2019. I was in Australia, and I got a phone call from my agent, and he said, I got a job for you. I got a job for you for, I think the team was San Lorenzo. I got a job for you in San Lorenzo. At that point in time, there's always a big name in Argentina as a basketball club. Top 5. I think they just recently won that same BCL Americas championship the year before. Or that year, or the year before. I got an opportunity for you on this team. And my knees were so shot, like they were done. Every movement was just pure pain all the time. Every movement that I did with my knee was just pure pain. Going up, walking up, trying to go down, bending down, going up the stairs. And I was like, I'm going to doctors. I went to a doctor in China. I went to a doctor in Australia. And none of them could just give me any kind of there ain't nothing we could do. You just got to stop playing. You just have to stop playing. There's nothing else I could tell you. You just got to stop playing. And I'm just like, wow, bro. You really telling me I got to stop playing basketball? It's like 9 years in, you're just telling me I'm just supposed to just quit basketball. Which brings me to, I just made a post today on Jeff Teague, and it's kind of like this is the same thing I be talking about now, but even at the rate of what he went, at the caliber, like he played in the NBA for, I don't know, 10, 11 years, had a great career, now he's doing the Club 520 podcast, Jeff Teague. And he made a post, and I reacted to the post, and I actually posted it today. And he's basically just talking about you go on this journey, you playing 10, 11 years, and you might do the G League, you might go overseas, and you're so focused on just being a basketball player that when it's all said and done, you're just looking around like, what happened? Like, what's really going on? What am I doing? What can I do? And there's even that type of lifestyle, even more so for the current regular hooper lifestyle. Not every basketball player playing pro is going to be making $15,000 a month consistently. Some people get that contract, some people don't, a lot don't. Throughout my 11 years so far playing, it's been very few. It's probably been 95 to 5% of guys that make that type of money compared to the guys who don't. Good players are making $4,000 to $5,000 a month. That's for a really good player. Consistently. You have to have the right connections. You gotta know some people. You gotta be starting off in like, it can't be no hope and a dream that I just hoop and then I get put on. I'ma just come out here and hoop and kill and just get put on. That's not how it goes. It just don't go like that. No, it just don't. It really don't go like that. I wish it did, but it just don't go like that. You really gotta know who you're dealing with. You gotta really have some people that know what they're doing, that can put you in the right place so you can be good. Where you start off really matters. Who you got representing you from the jump really matters. Making sure they starting you. Having a clear plan for when I start this, what is the route that I'm trying to get to? Like, breaking that down. Where do I see myself in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years? Say that all the time. Have your money mark. Have that benchmark. In 3 years, I want to be making this much. From 3 years to 5 years minimum, I want to be making $4,000 to $6,000 a month for these next 2 years. Then after that, I should be moving up to at least $6,000 to $8,000 for these years. And once I get to year 7, the money should be going up. But if you feel like if you reach year 5 to 7 and you're not going above 4 to 5, then you should know, okay, 5 is my minimum. I know the market is going to give me 5. By year 7, you should know, okay, the market is going to give me 5. I'm not going no lower than 5. 5 and above, I'm willing to take. Because now you can plan out the rest of your life. You can plan out your next 5 years, your next 3 years. I know I can get no matter what, wherever in this country. If I leave, maybe, but I know for here I can get me 5 for the next 8 months. That's 40. Then I go play 3 months somewhere and get another 5 right there. So that's really 55, something like that. And then you know that's just a basketball year. That's not a real full year, because then the next season is going to be starting again, and you're back to another 5. So you're really looking like at 70, really clearing like 70 in a year. Very possible. Very good money, untaxed. Now you can start managing the way you want it to be managed. But there aren't too many guys making this crazy money to not have. Even if you do, and you make $3-4 million in your career. I met a guy the other day when we were playing. He was like, man, he was like year 12. He's like, I'm in year 12. And he was like, I was in Japan for the last 5 years. Then I took a year off, and I decided to try to get back, and I couldn't, so I came here. And he was like, yeah, if I can't get back in Japan, I might as well go ahead and retire. I'm like, dang, how long you been in the game? He was like, yeah, and this year 12. And I'm like, you already ready to retire? And see, for me, it's like, really? Cause I got so much left in the tank. I know, like, I'm just juiced. I'm still be juiced. And he was just like, yeah, man, you know, my knees just telling me that it's time. He was a big guy. He was a center. He was a big guy now. He was big. He was like, and my shoulder, but he was like, if I can't get in Japan, he like, I was making 300 a season for the last 5 years. I'm like, dang, 300 a season for the last 5 years. That's like 1.5 million. And you've been hooping for 12 years. So the other 7 years, if you making that money there, you had to be making some more. So you didn't caught a couple M's. You caught a couple M's. You did exactly. You made the money. Now you go start your life. But a lot of times we put so much time into just trying to build this life that we're not actually building the next life and focused on it. It's not a real focus on it. All the guys always go back to doing the same thing. They go right back to coaching, being a trainer, or something, which is not bad, I guess. You know, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing to go back and do that. It's just sometimes that is a real thing, getting lost and just trying to be a player so much. and not realizing that you're more than that, and what more you can do, and really getting to a part where you realizing, like, what's my timeline? I need to get up out of here. I need to start structuring my money. Hopefully you invest. You know, if you come here, you know I'm always gonna talk about investing, putting your money up, doing all that, because that's probably been the biggest game changer to my mindset as far as my pro life. The shift that's happening for me right now, like, one, I stopped blaming this imaginary person for not letting me be where I was supposed to be. Man, they hating on me. Man, I've been killing all these years. I've been doing all this. I've been doing the same thing this guy's doing, and I ain't getting no money from it. Like, they ain't throwing me the contracts that everybody else throwing. I see these guys getting 15, 150, and I'm killing these dudes, man. I'm putting up better numbers. I'm winning championships. I'm winning MVPs. I'm breaking records. I'm dropping, I still got records of high scoring games, dropping 60, like going crazy, winning 3 championships in a row, just finals MVP every time, player of the year. I'm like, man, I should be getting paid. And I just kept blaming this should have been person or whoever is just not giving me a chance in my mind. And I made that shift because I'm so focused on just basketball being the main source of my income and lifestyle that I wasn't trying to look nowhere else. I wasn't understanding all the gifts that I had as far as like being able to speak, being able to adapt and learn in different variations, being able to connect with the words that I believe are put in me that are just a pure manifestation of what God is channeling through me. I don't even believe like these are the words that are coming from me. I'm just like a loud horn, and it has to come out through me, and this is how it comes out because it got to connect to the right people. So this is just whoever rock with me. So that's what I believe. That's why I'm on this journey, creating this network, creating a different part of myself. Like I said, I just made a movie this past summer, just finding different parts of myself within the game and using, okay, you know what, I'm actually a really good basketball player, and I understand that, it's going to give me some opportunities that I need. Like, the thing about it, if I want to build a network, a lot of people just don't got time. So if I'm just good enough to get good enough money to buy a house, which I already did, and then invest a lot of this money, which I'm learning how to do, right? Then I got time to really build out this network, because it's like, now I got all this time and this free time to just chill, make the network, put it, and people be like, man, you put in a lot of work. Because I got so much time. My normal day, the normal day for us even here, I try to get up at 6:30 so I can get up, do my posts on social media, free time, do my posts on social media, then I eat, I write, and then practice is like, I try to get to practice like 45 minutes, 30 minutes early, get shots up, weights, practice, I'm home by before 12. That's the day. So it's like I have so much time to just either let it slip by, consuming and just being on Instagram all day and TikTok and YouTube, which I still do. However, I also make time to study and to read and to come up with these formats and really try to really build my brand and build myself and build this network that I'm trying to build right now, taking advantage of that time. Before I understand those aspects is when I stop blaming this imaginary person, imaginary thing for the reason why I wasn't where I believe I should be. oh, I'm not getting $100,000, $150,000 contracts, and these guys getting it, and they ain't even win nothing, and I'm out here winning and winning MVPs and championships, and I don't even know who I was talking to, because there was no one to talk to. I was just out here just crying me a river venting for no reason to nobody it was no reason, bro. And I changed that mindset part about myself, and I realized that it wasn't necessary. It wasn't going to help me towards where I was trying to get to in my life. It wasn't helping me trying to get to where I needed to get to in this game. And I just moved on past that whole mental process, and I started understanding, oh wow, I can do this. I kind of fell in love. But first, I made the first video, just me talking. I'm like, hey, it's kind of cool. Then, you know what, 2.5 years later, I learned thumbnails, and a whole business plan then came out of this, and now I'm building a business, and I got the book where I teach guys how, if you want to really make it overseas, just like these are intangibles that you must know. Like, oh, you think that I gotta have game and this, yes you do, but there's like traits you have to. No one ever said you need to have traits to be able to play basketball. You need to know how to talk, and you need to know how to network. Those are traits. No one's teaching you about how to network. I'm telling you how to network, teaching you how to connect with guys on Instagram, what they need, like how to approach them, what to say to them to get a response, so they can respond to you and they can help you out. That's something no one ever told me that before. Like, why would you not tell me that? But I am. So if you want to, I got that book inside of the bio, inside of the description. It's just for guys who want to understand, or it's just things that I can't just tell you every single day on the network. Pick it up and you'll understand yourself, so you can, when you get in this game, you understand what you're dealing with. So I just use a lot of this basketball time and this basketball money to invest my money and invest into this network. It's like after 10 years, I've pretty much got my formula. Been pretty successful. My formula has gotten me to 10 years. So it's like, it's just a habit now. The work, I know it's necessary. I know what I need to adjust, because I've been through it all. I've already been through surgery. I've been through COVID, with a worldwide event that stopped everything. I've been through that. So, and I'm still able to continue with my career. Like when COVID hit, a lot of guys' careers were done. Weren't good enough, didn't have enough connections, couldn't communicate, didn't have the, you know what I'm saying, no relationships, nothing like that. So their career was done. I was fortunate to have some connections and knew how to network to get myself back on and still playing. And, you know, being through injuries, all these like surgeries, being through all that, and still be able to come and play for an elite club, getting paid good money, building my network. That was the mindset shift that allowed all that. It's crazy. It's so crazy to think about it. Like the first 9 years of my career, it was a blur. It was a blur because I wasn't focused on anything for real. I was focused on basketball, but I didn't have nothing to show for it. I had got married. I was like 26, and then I bought a car. I'm not even gonna get. We ended up getting a car and getting an apartment. I got an apartment that I didn't stay in one time in my life. It was for my ex-wife and my daughter that was about to be born, and she was just born. I bought us an apartment, or rented out an apartment, and I had that apartment for maybe 2 years. And I never stepped foot in it one time. I've never stepped foot in that apartment one time, or ever stepped foot in the car one time. Mismanagement of my funds and time. I wasn't focused on nothing. I was playing the game. I was chilling, playing the game, and then I was working out, doing my basketball stuff. But then I was really just on the game, playing 2K for like the first 8 to 9 years of my career. That's all I was doing. I was on the game. I was taking my Xbox with me. It's so crazy because I don't even take my Xbox with me no more. It's been the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons I didn't take my Xbox with me, because I had that mindset shift. I had that shift like, I didn't play all this years, bro, and I had nothing to show for it. The apartment's gone, the car's gone. I had got another car, that's gone. After 9 years, I could just look up and say, I don't got nothing to show for it. Wow, like, and that would make me say, yeah, maybe I wanna change some things around. And guess what? That happens to a lot of players. Not just a lot of them don't have a format, or a lot of them just not gonna get on IG or hop on live and just say, I played 10-15 years and I really got nothing to show for it. I really didn't leave from the game with nothing. I didn't really get anything from this game as far as nothing real investment. Like, this is something we built up. Some guys got better opportunities and they got money, but it's all used as a tool to do something else, because no matter who you are, you still can't play forever. So most guys, what do? From the highest of the high, they take their money and they invest it in other things to start their other part of their life, which is normally in business. So we really got to have that same mindset. And I started to get this, understand this mindset now the last couple of years. And the message a lot of times I try to get the guys to understand also is, start incorporating that now. Start understanding the business side, and okay, I'm going to be the best basketball player. I'm going to dedicate 5-6 years and really focus in on my craft to really get down, like get basketball accumulated. But you have enough time to also start looking at a business plan and the skill that you are going to use after this, so you can have that money to put in. If it's real estate, start looking and start studying a course on real estate. You have the time. You have an hour, 2 hours a day, hour and a half, hour a day for 10 years consistently. You're smoking waters out of it. You are an expert. You're going to understand and be able to teach and do and understand whatever field you're in. If you give 1 hour a day for 7 years, so take that, learn that skill of whatever it is, to put the money that you're earning into it and already developing what you're going to do next. It's not going to take away from your time and not make you not focused on that, because it's not now. You're building for the future on top of what you're building already. So what I'm doing is I invest a lot of my money into this format, this network. Like I said, just pay for the movie, always updating equipment and stuff like that. Just the softwares. It's really dope doing it all by myself, because I get to understand the whole process. And I understand my process. It's a reason I gotta go through this learning curve and understand and learn all this and stuff like that, because one thing I'm not gonna do is not do the work. Clearly, that in order for me to grow, someone has to do this, and I'm that someone. So if that's what it takes for me to be the only one that I have to get up and I have to record and set the lights up and travel with it now and the mics and deal with customs. I bought some mics. I bought some brand new mics in Chile for the movie. So I was gonna have in the movie. I bought the whole little setup where you get you have the vest and it has the mic. Now it's gonna go mic'd up in the game in the playoffs. So I was gonna give you like that up close mic'd up experience. It was gonna be fire. I ordered the mics and first of all, they didn't tell me. It got there in like 2 weeks. They didn't notify me that it was in customs, that I had to pay something, anything. They didn't tell me anything. So I just got my mics still in Chile in customs, and it got there like June 12th. It's October 12th now. So what is that? July, August, September, October. 4 months. 4 months they got my headphones. 4 months they got my stuff. 4 months they haven't released it. 4 months. I can't believe it. What are you still holding on to? Send it back. How you don't even send it back? Y'all just holding on to this stuff. How you just holding on to my stuff? Go do this, go do it. Just send it back. Send it back home so I went back home. If you can't find the address, you return it to sender. Send it back home. I could have just picked it up when I was back in America. They ain't sent it back yet. They ain't sent it back yet. I don't understand. These are the things that come with trying to navigate this life by yourself, which is fun and it's hilarious when I look back at it and you're going through it. Because all you can really do is just laugh about it. That's all you can really do is just laugh about all the situations. Like, it's so many little things that go into all of this. The camera battery, making sure the camera don't overheat. Gotta make sure I could buy a fan to blow on it, because for some reason it overheats at a certain marker, and then you gotta watch the battery. Like you don't gotta like a whole team managing and making sure all this, and you just come in and sit and set up. You know? Nah, it's like I gotta set this up, try to figure out the battery is gonna last, make sure it doesn't overheat, make sure the room temperature is good, make sure the light is good, make sure and it's always new settings. That's one thing you're always gonna get. You're always gonna get a new setting, and I'm mad. I'm mad, y'all. Y'all know every single show, I got the 2 anime pics of Luffy and Dragon Ball Z, of One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. And I can't find it. I lost that. Look, I've been looking for it all day yesterday. I was supposed to record yesterday, but I was like, I need to go look for this. Like, where are my photos? Like, I'm really upset. Like, I can't find my photos. I really don't know what's going on with that. This is the first episode I think I ever did without those. Nah, I've done the episode, but I wasn't at home. I done it on the road, but like with me, and it's like, this apartment ain't that big for me to be losing my stuff. So where are my photos? I just moved from downstairs to upstairs, and I can't find my photos. Like, I can't find it, and that really, woo. So bring it down, because I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna put it out there in the air. I'm gonna find them. You know, but that's just his life. And even like just bringing up this whole episode is just, sometimes you just gotta come on here and just talk about how I'm feeling. I like to just come and talk about how I'm feeling through all this. It's not always about I come and I give you a million things that you should know and drill you with all this. Hey man, this is just what it is right now. I'm chilling, I'm in the mood. I got practice later on in the day. Somebody broke our gym, like broke down the rim. And I just like to give like just perspective of what it's really like, you know. Is it the perspective is, you know, sometimes we just be chilling, and sometimes I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna drop an episode and just let y'all know, you know, what the journey like. We got our first game Wednesday. I'm excited. We back in the mix, you know, and I know it's gonna be a great season. I'm so ready. I'm so lit, you know. I'm gonna be keeping you guys updated along the way, man. That's all I got for this episode. Till next time.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.